Hello. Please tell me this is working again. I have no idea what just happened. I opened up Sanctum 2 because I figure, hey, it's been a while since I've touched this, and suddenly everything crapped out. The stream completely disconnected. My computer got very framey and segmented, but somehow it was saying it was still streaming. I've got nothing. I've got nothing. Maybe it's for the better that I just not touch Sanctum 2 for a bit. I'll try to test it at some point, figure out what the hell was going on, but what? Just I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. So in that case, go to something else. That's so weird. I have never seen that happen before. Like, Sanctum 2 didn't really have any issues on my on Alembic. I don't know why it's having issues on Crucible. What is it, just because the graphics card this time isn't Radeon, but NVIDIA? I got nothing. I got nothing. Ah, Overwatch? Hope you're enjoying it. Unfortunately, I don't think I can, specifically because... Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I could ever touch Overwatch because, one, I'm not as much of a fan of the game. Two, ow. I'm not as much of a fan of how Blizzard handles its everything. And three, while I don't mind shooters, if anything, I in some cases kind of like them, especially if they encourage a lot of teamwork. Just something about Overwatch across the board just ticks off all the wrong boxes for me. Nothing against anyone who likes playing it. I just can't. That's also fair. Ah. We live in a day and age where nowadays some games come out for free, and you don't necessarily have to pay money on some of them, and that's honestly fair, fine, and everything. If anything, if the devs are pieces of shit, then it's probably for the better that you pay nothing to them. Wow, it's been a while since I played a Megaman. There we go. Ah. Oh no, wait. I guess point 4 would be I don't play too many MOBAs and or have too much interest in them. Maybe here and there I will play one. Actually, I think I did actually play League of Legends for a stream pack way back when. And even still, they're not as much my genre. I know! Like, if I'm gonna be playing an MMO, sorry, not MMO. If I'm gonna be playing a MOBA, it's probably gonna be Awesomenauts. And even then, Awesomenauts is kinda fallen and can't get back up. I think other than that, the only other MOBA I've technically played, I'm under NDA for. When it does properly release, I might do a stream of it, but I'm not sure. And even then, it would also depend on whether or not I'd be around anyone who'd be interested. Nope! No! In playing it with me. Like, full credits, the development on that one has been okay-ish. I just don't as much care for the atmosphere that the specific game in question projects. Because it's like it's trying to be 90s, not being 90s, and just end up coming off as asshole. The gunplay ain't bad, but one, I haven't exactly been able to play it against other humans up until recently, and even then, the most I've done is just play the tutty. And two, the beta tests don't have too many characters available. And three, it also feels weird that the entire premise of the game... Well, no, I don't think I can even say that much. The premise of the game is kind of... It's not meant to be taken seriously, but it's also kind of stupid. Yeah, Pokemon Unite isn't bad. It's been a while since the last time I played it, though, and a lot of changes have come up. Including that I've heard, characters that can only be bought with premium currency, and I don't like that. Like, I really, really don't like that. Whoop. Crap! I got intimidated by the enemy at the bottom. That too. Like, I get it, MOBAs tend to be grindy just to prevent you from getting all the characters super quickly, and also to encourage the player actually spending money. But I also don't like how predatory Pokemon Unite has been feeling ever since the start of the launch. And that by itself kind of put me off. But then again, I also have a problem with grinding in games, period. It feels like artificial gameplay in some respects. I don't mind some grind, provided it doesn't become literally what you're doing for 70% of the game. Or if it is going to be what you're doing for 70% of the game, it should be it shouldn't be intrusive. Case in point with Rune Factory. A good lot of the game is, oh hey, everything you do and want to do is tied to a skill. But at the end of the day, a lot of grinding on those skills kind of happens naturally. You walk around, you do a lot of walking, and thus you get more powerful. You do a lot of sleeping, and thus you get more powerful. Shit! I could totally manage all that parkour, just... Yeah, I think the only other MOBA, technically, that I've played is Paladins. And even then, I do still tire Paladins, specifically because, after a point, MOBAs kind of just feel samey. You fight in the same arenas, against, sure, a bunch of different characters and a bunch of different playstyles. But after a while, you kind of get used to all or the general archetypes of some of them, and at that point, it's just a matter of hard counters. Mind you, that does happen in a lot of other games too, but I feel like MOBAs tend to suffer a little more in that respect. I guess in some respects, fighting games can also fall into that same issue, I guess. Because with fighting games, there are a lot of different characters that you get to pick from. There are a lot of strengths and weaknesses per character that you have to assess. But especially with medium and high level play, you're ending up fighting against most of the same characters almost all the time. Thus, all of the challenge kind of gets neutered. It's like, sure, you have a lot of characters, but like it matters because you're only going to see 5 or 6 of them anyway. Competitive Smash Bros. Follows the same logic. Dragon Ball Fighters. And mind you, I like both of those games. And I still recognize their biggest issue is how stale the mid to top tier gameplay gets. Specifically because of the lack of variety. It's like, there's variety, but there's not variety. Holy shit! That was badass! And now to die. Never mind. Come on. There we go. Just play it slow. Great. Why did I think that was the smart decision? That was nowhere near. Shit! I guess taking a long break from this game helped a lot, because I remember the last time we were playing this, we got hard bottlenecked at that, long bit of parkour earlier. Here. Alright, vent heat. Good. Right, this section. Oh boy. You. Now, how best to handle this stick? I'm just gonna have to jump in. Up! Good. Yeah, that was the wrong... This is the horribly wrong approach. Parkour! Eat that! Unfortunately, I've only got one life to do this, and not much HP. So let's fix one of those issues. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're up against a real devil. A yellow devil. Boomo. And now he's speeding up. Excuse me? Oh, jeez. Yellow Devil's been hitting the gym. Done. Just saying. Mega Man games know how to make you feel like a badass. Maybe that's just my experiences on it, but... A well-built Mega Man game gives you all the tools you need to succeed, and encourages you to use them often. But also still rewards you for choosing not to use those tools in the first place. Case in point, I could probably cheese this entire thing using Rush Coil if I wanted to. But why not show off my platforming prowess? Like, sure, all these challenges and whatnot look intimidating, but it's totally doable without using powers. As I've demonstrated, I've already done it once. Does it take a lot of skill? Sometimes. It's more just observation. Well, observation and quick reflexes. Edge a little closer. Whoop. Careful, me. No! I should have waited! Like, that specific section right there, it looks very unfair, doesn't it? It looks very intimidating. But that's what makes Mega Man work. Because it throws all these complicated patterns at you, but the solution is simple. Like, case in point here, if you want to use Robot Master powers, you could. Just toss a bunch of bricks, and eventually one of them will work. But you could also do the cheesy thing that I did in the last fight, and essentially play with the enemies. See? You didn't even need to take out the ear enemy. And I do recognize that the gear enemies are some of the more annoying enemies within this game. But more often than not, there are ways to get around that specific enemy. There's nothing to fear. Voila! Megaman games are one of those games that reward your patience. Both patience and analysis. Actually, speaking of analysis, I don't know if the volume levels on this game are a little bit funky, so I might need to take a moment to try and test that. Shred. And now for the hard part of this. There we go. When you're ready. Okay, maybe I get a little closer. Whoop. There we go. And now for Yellow Devil. One of the reasons that Yellow Devil is such a popular boss is specifically because it's a reflex test. You gotta be quick to dodge all his little pieces. You have to have good pattern recognition. And ultimately, you still gotta dodge him. Ow! Double ow. Okay. That's enough. That's enough to damage me. Okay, I've at least demonstrated that I can be decent enough at dodging his patterns, so let's try to find his weakness. I want to say it's gonna be something stupid like Pile Driver, because let's face it, you see a giant eyeball, your first inclination is to poke it out. Preferably with something sharp. Yeah, that's a bad idea. If anything, that's just gonna end up getting me hurt. Ow. That did powder. And that'd give the eyeball an acid bath? I almost want to say acid is an even worse idea. But bouncy balls doesn't sound right. Maybe burn it. Maybe burn it. Nope. Okay, so, I mean, granted, Pile Driver did decently, but the issue is, I get hurt if I get too close. Yeah, no, bad idea. Double bad idea. Okay. Heal up my HP. 2, 3. Endo. Ate that yellow devil. That makes me feel good. Before we get any
stand on the threshold of
Okay, Mega. What'll it... Are you sure?
cockier, let's call it.
Ta-da!
Oh, that's not good. The moment I go over to the right, that thing's gonna start chasing me, isn't it? Oh, dear. Try to get a shield attacker. Ow. Double ow. Yeah, it's because of all these reasons that, like, how Mega Man is such a big, heavy game. You're constantly moving, you're constantly reacting, and standing in place, taking whatever damage is coming your way, is always a bad idea. Ah! Case in point! Ah! Mega Man games are those games that aren't for everyone. And I strongly believe that not every game is meant to be for every gamer. Truncating games down into something that anyone can play is both a good and a bad thing. Specifically because it's, by its very nature, in some cases, stripping down the very identity of the original game. Zaya! Hello! Hope you're doing well. I wanted to play some feel-good stuffs, so Mega Man. Because, let's face it, Mega Man makes you feel good. So does Bustin', but unfortunately I don't have Ghostbusters, so, yeah. I also wouldn't have a way to record it, because I think it's a PS4 exclusive. I might be talking out of my hat. Ow! Also good to know that you, know the rental floss. Everyone craves a little bit of Mega Flan. I guess in some ways you can call me a Mega Philanthropist. Get me out of here. Sustin, bustin'. What? Ah! Hi! You're a cool mini-boss. There we go. That's you dealt with. Oh, this looks dangerous. Brick it out. One. Play this patiently. Because, one, I have no choice. I have, like, what, 3 pips of health? And 2, because it's just generally the best way to deal with Sniper Joes. Patience. It's a virtue. 70% of humans that exist in the world don't have any. They need it. They also need Jesus. Okay, not Jesus. Religion is bad. Religion is one of those things that's a little questionable. It depends on the person. Let's not make this a religious debate. Instead, let's just die. Hey! I didn't realize those could be ticked out so easily. Wait for it. 2, 1. Done. Try again. And guaranteed, the moment I go down here, I'm gonna be running. Called it! It just has that read. Oh, excuse me? Oh, what? We have to fight multiple of them? Okay, I need a better tactic. So, what special weapons can help me get through it faster? I mean, I can poke its eye out. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah? That sounds like a really good idea. Brick it out. Excellent. There probably would have been a way to get through that without using special weapons. But let's face it. Either method works. Regardless of whether you're a special weapon connoisseur or a lemon normie. Or, you know, a special... A lemon lunatic, I should say. There's always a solution to every problem, and it depends on your playstyle. It depends on who you are as a person. It depends on a lot of different factors, really. I don't know how to get rid of you. That doesn't work on Dabules. That doesn't work on Dabules. Maybe acid? Not really. Pure platforming. Excuse? Okay, that's it. Nails! Just don't think, just act, just do. That's what I'm talking about. And what do we have for a boss here? A giant popcorn ball. Delicious. You're not telefragging me this time. Yeah, kinda. I can kinda see the resemblance on that. The question is, which Eggy fight? I can totally manage this guy with just busters. Will it be dicey? Yeah. Let's do it. Uh-oh. He's got the laser! Okay. I think my volume mixing might be fine. Maybe. Yeah, I thought so too! One. Ah! Damn it. Wait, that wasn't a checkpoint? Oh my. And yet another reason why, this type of game is probably not for everyone. If you're a very reckless type of gamer, Mega Man games will give you nothing but a hard time. They won't be fun. Specifically because this game punishes recklessness. Ah! I just want to see how stupid it is. Have some bouncy balls. It's bouncy balls. I can't believe it. It's bouncy balls. What self-respecting robot would be weak to bouncy balls? What self-respecting robot would be weak to children's playing toys? That one.